order you to terminate.
Set in a near future where technology blurs the line between human and machine. The story follows a woman who becomes the first of her kind after surviving a fatal accident, her brain implanted into a fully synthetic body. Trained as an elite soldier, she is assigned to track down dangerous criminals threatening society. But as she digs deeper, she uncovers shocking truths about her past and the corporation that built her, realizing her life was never what it seemed. Haunted by fragments of lost memories, she must decide whether to embrace the role created for her or fight for her own identity. With futuristic visuals and explosive action, it delivers a bold reimagining of a cyberpunk classic. A young girl's life is shattered after witnessing her parents' murder in Bogota, forcing her to flee to the United States. Raised by her uncle, she grows up in a world of violence, training to become a skilled assassin. Years later, she uses her deadly abilities to track down and eliminate those connected to the crime syndicate that destroyed her family. By day, she hides behind a quiet life, but by night she carries out calculated hits that draw attention from both law enforcement and dangerous enemies. Her relentless pursuit of revenge escalates into a deadly game where every move puts her closer to justice, but further from peace. Action-packed, emotional, and intense, it's a gripping story of vengeance. Los Angeles is suddenly under siege when a massive alien invasion strikes, plunging the city into chaos. A squad of Marines is sent in to rescue civilians and push back the overwhelming threat, navigating streets turned into battle zones. Skyscrapers crumble, communication is cut, and every corner hides deadly enemies, forcing the soldiers to rely on courage, skill, and teamwork to survive. As they fight through relentless attacks and high-stakes firefights, they face impossible odds and witness the destruction and fear gripping the city. With each tense encounter, the stakes rise, pushing them to their limits. Packed with intense action, explosive sequences, and suspenseful moments, Battle Los Angeles delivers a gripping, adrenaline-fueled story of survival, heroism, and the human spirit under siege.
They took everything from me.
My sister's coming.
Sam! This is our world. This is our home.
Earth is under siege as a mysterious alien force launches a series of deadly attacks, each more devastating than the last. Cities fall, communications are destroyed, and society crumbles under waves of chaos designed to wipe out humanity. Amid this apocalyptic scenario, a teenage girl struggles to survive while searching desperately for her younger brother, navigating a world where trust is scarce and danger is everywhere. Along the way, she encounters soldiers, survivors, and strangers whose motives are unclear, forcing her to question who she can rely on. Facing impossible choices and life-threatening challenges, she must summon courage, intelligence, and resilience to protect those she loves. Blending sci-fi action, suspense, and emotional stakes, The Fifth Wave delivers a thrilling survival story. A former nightclub bouncer tries to live a quiet life, but his past catches up when his daughter becomes a target, forcing him back into a dangerous world he thought he left behind. Pulled into a high-stakes situation, he must navigate the criminal underworld while balancing the need to protect his daughter with staying on the right side of the law. Every move he makes is filled with tension, as violent adversaries, hidden threats, and moral dilemmas test his skills, courage, and loyalty. As danger closes in, he faces life or death decisions that push him to his limits. Packed with intense action, suspense, and emotional stakes, The Bouncer is a gripping story of redemption, survival, and parental devotion. A man wakes up in a bloody hotel room with no memory of who he is, only to discover he has a mission: rescue a kidnapped girl whose blood holds the key to a deadly virus cure. Guided by a mysterious voice in his ear, he must navigate a chaotic city filled with violent infected, mercenaries, and hidden enemies. As he fights through intense action sequences, he uncovers a complex conspiracy involving rogue military forces and international intrigue. Facing relentless danger, he confronts life or death choices while piecing together his own past. Every step tests his skills, instincts, and courage. Packed with non-stop thrills, high-stakes suspense, and explosive confrontations, Carter delivers an adrenaline-fueled ride of mystery, survival, and relentless action.
Bow before me or die.
When the god of darkness seizes the throne of Egypt, the world is thrown into chaos, and humans are left to suffer under his rule. A courageous mortal teams up with a fallen god to stop him and rescue the kidnapped queen, embarking on a dangerous journey filled with epic battles and divine challenges. Along the way, they face monstrous creatures, deadly traps, and the wrath of vengeful gods, testing their courage, loyalty, and wits at every turn. As the fate of humanity hangs in the balance, they must rely on their skills, bravery, and determination to overcome seemingly impossible odds. Packed with visually stunning action, high-stakes confrontations, and mythical adventure, Gods of Egypt delivers an unforgettable epic of heroism, power, and redemption. In near-future Poland, a covert military contractor is sent on a high-stakes mission to recover a device called the Soul Catcher, originally created to cure cancer, but now weaponized to turn people into ruthless killers. When his brother falls victim to the device, he must navigate a dangerous landscape filled with mercenaries, rogue generals, and corrupt officials to stop its misuse. Teaming up with a skilled crew, he faces relentless action, life or death confrontations, and unpredictable betrayals. As the mission unfolds, the lines between friend and foe blur, and every decision carries immense consequences. Packed with intense combat, gripping suspense, and moral dilemmas, Soul Catcher delivers a thrilling, adrenaline-fueled story, exploring loyalty, revenge, and the dark side of technological power. In 1892, a hardened U.S. Army captain is tasked with escorting a dying Cheyenne war chief and his family back to their homeland in Montana, a mission filled with danger and tension. Along the way, they encounter a grieving widow whose family was killed in a raid, forcing them to navigate a hostile frontier teeming with threats. As they journey through unforgiving landscapes and face violent encounters, the captain and the Cheyenne family confront deep-seated prejudices and personal demons. Over time, bonds form, and the captain begins to soften, learning about empathy, courage, and redemption. Hostiles is a gripping, emotional story that explores the harsh realities of the Old West while delivering themes of forgiveness, humanity, and survival under extreme circumstances.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Land of Bad follows a U.S. Army Delta Force team ambushed during a high-stakes hostage rescue mission in the southern Philippines. Rookie soldier J.J. Kinney becomes the sole survivor and must rely on Captain Eddie Reaper Grimm, an Air Force drone operator, for remote guidance. As Kinney navigates treacherous terrain filled with hostile forces, he struggles to save fellow soldiers and a captured CIA operative. Miscommunications and time pressures intensify the danger, forcing Kinney to make split-second decisions while facing relentless attacks. The film delivers gripping action sequences, tense firefights, and a relentless pace, highlighting themes of survival, resilience, and camaraderie in modern warfare. Every moment builds suspense, making it a pulse-pounding experience from start to finish.